Grand Rising. We in this thing. Yeah, Joey Brown on the beat, my guy. Hope y'all doing well. Marathon Mondays. Grand Rising. I see y'all coming in. What's up with y'all? Happy Monday. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Yeah, we got an interesting show this morning. We got an interesting show. We're going to get to it, man. Happy Monday. We made it. We made it another day. We made it another day, okay? So that's a victory in itself, man. We woke up. However, Kanye, also known as Ye, his Drink Champs, the full interview dropped yesterday. So, I watched it all. I went and watched the whole thing. It's 3.5 hours. A lot of it nonsense, but it was some interesting points in there, man. And I woke up today feeling really perplexed about, first off, how I feel about Kanye or Ye. He wants to be known as whatever. He made an analogy actually during the interview about Muhammad Ali changing his name and people not respecting him, and people were still calling him Cassius Clay, which he felt was disrespectful. So I'm going to call him Ye for, however, he hasn't really earned that respect like that, but he kind of has. Kanye West, Ye, Yeezy, whatever, is the richest black man in the history of America. I don't know about the world, but he is the richest black man in the history of this country. And so when you look at him in that regard, you're like, wow. Like, he's the richest man that looks like me that has ever walked in this country, right? And then you look at some of the stuff he says, and you're like, damn. This is a man that looks like me, but he is spewing all this kind of nonsense on the internet. But I watched the interview yesterday with an open mind, and I'm not going to discuss his remarks or comments on George Floyd because I feel like it's too dumb. It's too disrespectful and it's too dumb. So I'm not gonna even really go into what he said about that. Y'all can look that up on the internet, or you can go to Drink Champs, brought to you by Revolt over there, and y'all can go check that out and listen to what he said. One thing Kanye said, man, and I don't like other people to control my emotions. I like to be in control of everything, but more so my emotions. It upsets me. I get like more upset when I allow people to control my emotions, right? Kanye named a couple instances in there during the interview where he felt like people didn't have his back. People didn't have his back like he had theirs. I felt him on that. Kanye says things during the interview about the establishment, speaking out against the establishment for the overall betterment of his people. I felt him on that. I really did. Here's why. I've been doing this live streaming, the Chitlin circuit, vaudeville, not Broadway, but vaudeville. When you consider the Live Me's, the Mikos, the Bigos, the Up Lives, Tag Live, Meet Me Live. When you consider all these streaming platforms, I've been successful on all of them, everyone I just named. Then you have the bigger platforms, the YouTubes, the TikToks, and which I'm still growing on. Instagram, I'm still growing on those. I haven't really focused as much energy and time on those. And then music, radio, internet radio, all these different things I have done. And I think about, I'm going to give you an example. I go on Facebook from time to time, and I see brothers doing things that I do, and I reached out to them when I was doing it, and people had albums coming out, people had projects coming out, and I used my platform or anything that was available to me to help these people, right? Live streaming. I've taught people the game. I've had people sit around me for years at a time and create a network, soak up the game from me. But when it was time to help King Dopest, hear the birds, hear the crickets. It's the same thing I got from them. And again, I'm upset at myself because I am angry. I was listening to Kanye yesterday, and he said he's angry. He said he's jealous. He's jealous of how the Jewish community look out for their people. He's jealous of that. He's jealous of Drake for being such a great rapper and having so much influence. I get that. But I really felt Kanye when he said, or Ye, when he said, when it was time for people to be there for him, it was nobody there. And mind you, these are people that, you know, they put their word on the line. They put their name on the line. They put their name on the line, and then you turn around and they don't keep their word. Should you not be angry? Should you not be angry? When everything, I look back to my first album, Politricks, available on Spotify, 2006. It was very militant overtones to the album. I got a lot of flack from it, from conservative people, because I was talking about some revolutionary stuff on that album, right? I have yet to see, and like I said, this bothers me. These people you consider friends, And I'm glad I'm streaming on Facebook too, because uh uh you want to work with your people, look out for your people, and do this with your people, and all this, but the people ain't gonna do this and that for you. You know, I remember when I was growing weed, cannabis. Man, when I was growing cannabis, when I was a cannabis cultivator, my phone rang 100 times a day. People wanting to come over, people wanting the discount on things, all these different things, right? When I stopped, these were quote unquote my friends though, right? But when I stopped, them phone calls didn't come no more. When I was paying for studio time, booking shows, renting out clubs, um, paying for beats and all this, everybody want to be around. Everybody want to be around. But when you stop paying for them things, do your phone ring? Do your phone ring? People go through their struggles. You there for them. When you struggling, who there for you? So I'm watching this Kanye interview, like I said, and I woke up feeling perplexed because as I was watching the interview last night, I was getting angry. Not at Kanye. I was getting angry because I actually, the man has a good message outside of all the garbage that come out of his mouth. And like I said, I've said this on other morning shows where we've talked about Ye, and I've said it's hard to take him serious when he says all these other things. But last night, this really, really, really got to me because I look at my people. And it's like you could do everything for them, but do you do things because you want something in return? Or do you want to keep building with that person? You know what I mean? I don't want no handouts. I don't want nothing in return. But where was that same energy when you weren't doing anything, when you didn't have anything? I got people come in my live streams almost on a daily basis and tell me how much I've meant to them as a broadcaster, a streamer, as somebody that's trying to be a content creator. These same people, you can't get them to come hit the like button on here. You can't get them to come subscribe on YouTube for free. But they'll spend money on a smaller platform and use your name. I say this all the time. It's easier for me to get my people, and I'm talking about people of color. It's easier for me to get them to spend $1,000 on a bullshit app than it is to get them to get on YouTube and hit a thumbs up or to share I can't understand it. It's that clout mentality. Oh, King Dopest, he was #1 on this app. He was popping on this app. But when I'm making a transition. I want to do something more meaningful. Something that has more impact. It's crickets. I can hear the birds. You hear the birds? I can hear the birds. I can hear the crickets. Like literally, if y'all can't hear, I can hear the birds. I have my little brother he in the live right now. I shout out to my brother Samori. And he been on this journey. I remember when I lived in San Diego, California, I had a commercial facility. Huge. I could actually show y'all video. It's like one of the first videos. It's called Black UPS The Beginning. It's right here on my YouTube channel. You scroll all the way down through my videos and you'll see that was my facility. And it was a commercial building. We recorded classical. We recorded, people, whoever came in, we recorded. They got studio time. I stopped recording people. Let me tell y'all how much I believe in my brothers and my sisters. I stopped taking business because I believed in this group of men that they could make something out of this opportunity, and I really believed in their talents. So, okay, the money coming in stopped. I'm putting money into them. Are they around today? I think out of all them brothers, 2 brothers ever told me, and shout out to my boy Cedric, aka Lawless. He came to me, man, about 6 years ago, and he said, man, Dopest, I just want to say thank you, because you gave me an opportunity at something I didn't believe in that I could do, and it was a great time. Yeah, sometimes things don't work out, but when I get on Facebook, or when I get on these smaller live streaming apps, and I see people that swore up and down they rock with me, they love me, they admire me, this, that, and the third, but have no connection to anything that I'm doing, and for what reasons I don't know. It's part of that, oh, I got where I need to get. You know how many people I helped get to a certain position, and then once they got to that position, they said, I ain't need nobody. I did this on my own. I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't do none of this on my own. Okay? I put the time in on my side, on my end. But I never, and I have never, and anybody that's been around me as somebody that's in a content creating business, a live streaming, entertainment business, I've never taken all the credit for any of my achievements. Any awards I've won, you can go back and look at the video. All the honor and the praise and the glory go to God first, and then go to my One Love family second, because they're the ones that stood by me through thick and thin. When I got people I grew up with since the sandbox, they ain't around. They skip right over your shit on Facebook like it don't exist. But they'll promote some bullshit ass parties, this, that, and the third, but then let something happen on TV or the news where somebody done got unjustly attacked or what have you. Now everybody in the uproar and want to post shit on Facebook. You're fake. You're fake. You're fake. I know the whole world coming down on Kanye because of his George Floyd remarks, as they should. Okay? As they should. However, don't let it get lost in the mix, the other stuff that he was talking about. And this is why I feel so perplexed and I get so angry, because he had some good messages. He wants to uplift his people. And I feel him. He's angry. I'm angry at my people too, man. I woke up this morning angry, and it made me more angry because I'm letting others control my emotions. But I'm angry. For those of you that's on the fence, don't be on the fence no more. Jump off the fence and be on the other side, because I don't need you on my side. I don't. Nor do I care anymore. I don't. You can't miss what you never had. I keep telling y'all, man, your word is everything. You can't find you can't find a person living that I gave my word to on something and I didn't follow through on that. When you sign up for something and you committed to something, that something is through thick and thin. But everybody want to jump off the boat when things get rocky, right? Everybody grabbing that last life raft when things get difficult. I watched the Yay Drink Champs interview yesterday, and I was perplexed. Because I'm like Kanye right now. I want to snap on a whole bunch of motherfuckers right now. Pardon my language early this morning. But I really do. Because was you my friend? Did you ever care? Them nights I sat up on the phone with some of y'all while y'all cried about this, that, the third. Did you ever care? I gotta be strong for y'all, right? So I get on these platforms. Very rarely do I talk about my issues. I don't get on here and cry to y'all about my grandson that passed away. But that don't mean I still don't cry. That I don't still cry when I see my son cry over his son dying. And he was in prison when his son died. I don't do that because I gotta be strong for a whole movement of people. I'm not allowed that. I'm not allowed that. My son work in a shop, in a barber shop in my hometown. And throughout the day, people come in there and say how solid your dad is. Man, that's your dad? Man, your dad did X, Y, and Z. Your dad was this, that, and the third. Man, I grew up with your dad. This, that. Not none of them has come through to support and push me like I helped support and push them and what they did. I put out an album. It's available on Dat Piff years ago called Black UPS, Service with a Frown, right? I got damn near my whole hometown. Anybody that makes beats, produces, raps, some singers. I got damn near my whole hometown on that album. Everybody said, man, Dre, Dopest, that was amazing what you did. Man, it's the same niggas on that album that's dropping albums. I'm watching it every month. The same niggas. Not one of them niggas have called me to be on their album. Not one. Got niggas I grew up with that's super producers. I can't even get a nigga to finish mixing me a song. But I'm supposed to believe and push your shit? Trust this, y'all. When I tell y'all that those that's close to me know I'm going to be successful in this venture as I've been in others, right? I feel what Ye was saying in a lot of regards. You got the powers that be, and most people know this. He's just saying it. We know who controls media. It's not blacks. It's not Latinos. It's not even your regular average Europeans, right? It's a certain group of people that control the narrative when it comes to social media, media as a whole, television, radio, this, that, and the third. So when you get black people that's trying to create that energy and that movement to get us to a point where, if we group together and we want each other to eat, even if it take a little bit off of our plate, but for the overall whole of the movement and for our people, everybody may have to take a little less. But you motherfuckers don't want to do that. You niggas is too simple-minded. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. And I don't give a fuck if this shit went viral and I had all kind of black people hate me. You niggas don't care. You niggas would rather watch a nigga like Charleston White a nigga like DJ Academy. That's what y'all niggas want. I am nowhere near the stratosphere of a Kanye West at all. However, I've used every opportunity of any kind of success I've gained financially, social media wise, to help my people. And what did I get in return? It's hundreds of one loves. How many of them really stand by me and have my back? That's still there. I could count it. It's a handful. Everybody got life situations. We know that. I've had life situations through this whole journey. Because I get on camera and I gotta be strong for my people all the time. Maybe that don't show. So maybe if I got on here crying and begging, and that'll be more appealing. That ain't me. I'm on my Popeye shit. I am what I am. So again, I felt perplexed in watching this video, this interview of Kanye. Because, man, when he said them parts about when they came and took my kids, who spoke up for me? I feel that loneliness, yo. I do. I really do. I feel that emptiness when you fight for your people. Because go look. I never put out no music that was talking about harming my people. All the music and things that I've done, everything that I've done has been about the upliftment of my people. But it's them same people that want to step on me when they think I'm down. When they get it twisted, they little mind, oh man, it's always that this is my opportunity to get him out the way so maybe I could shine. But you'll never shine like that. You can't shine when you throw mud on the sun. You can't shine when you throw mud on the sun. See, because Kanye got his message convoluted with saying some outlandish stuff mixed in with what I really thought were some jewels in that interview on Drink Champs last night. It was some jewels in there that he dropped. And it gave me a different perspective on what he's trying to say. Because if I snapped every day like I'm feeling right now and just got to cut some motherfuckers out like I want to, my message will get lost too. My message will get lost too. If I walked away on them people that spent thousands and thousands of dollars on me, if I just turned my back on y'all, y'all know what y'all would say about me? Do you know what you would say about me? Oh, King Dopest, we believe in your movement. I got your back. And you put all that money into King Dopest and supporting this movement. And I turned around and did something to the contrary of what I said I was going to do. Do you know how vilified I would have been? You know how bad I would have been talked about? They still talk about me bad. I taught one of my best friends this business early on. He became successful at it. We've since parted ways, not on the best of terms, and he's had a lot of derogatory things to say about me. How could you ever fix your mouth when you was broke to say something negative about somebody that taught you how to eat? If somebody taught me how to do all this, and I started making money, and for whatever, it may have been philosophical reasons or whatever, if we didn't get along, I could never fix my mouth to say a word about that person in a negative way. I couldn't. But that's what we do. That's what we do. You could do something for somebody, as soon as they feel like they with somebody else that can put them in a better position, they'll forget every little single thing that you've done for them along the way. They're not gonna say, "Oh man, well King Dopest he was cool with me, man. He helped me." They gonna say, "Oh wow, I didn't know he was like that." Well, I ain't messing with him no more. When you done nothing but help that person. You got people right now, I guarantee you, that I've known probably since I was 6 years old, that's on my Facebook, hovering, watching, listening, instead of sharing. That's for real. And it's fuck you. I'm saying that straight up. It's fuck you. I care less if I made a dime off this video that I'm making today. It's fuck you. You can't miss what you never had. I wasn't that close to my grandfather, but I remember my grandfather telling me something when I was little. It's the only thing I could really ever remember him ever saying to me, is never let your mouth water over something you can't stick your fork into. Never let your mouth water over something you can't stick your fork into. Yeah. It don't matter to me, because if you ain't with me, you against me. Don't be on the fence, because if you're on the fence, I'm going to push you over to the other side. Because I don't need that. I need strong individuals. Because when you doing something that's contrary to what's trending and what's popular, then it's going to be difficult. I can't ever stop going hard for my peoples, because I can't change who I am. So whatever struggles they have, I still endure myself. I'm going to say that again. Whatever struggles they have, I still endure myself. Kanye West, a.k.a. Ye, is the richest black man in the history of this country. And he still can't say what he want to say without consequences and repercussions. They made him take his money out their bank because of something he tweeted. I had a conversation with Melanin last night, and she's a big wig for a financial institution, and it's unheard of. They proved this point. You can't say what you want. When have you known somebody having a... If that's the case, half the niggas that bank at Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and they need to get their money out. If they doing it based on what you tweet. Right? If they doing it based on a shirt you wore or a hat. Do I agree with the shirt? No, he got the right to wear that shirt though. Y'all want freedom of speech only when it applies to you. Regardless of what it was, he did not violate any financial or any kind of thing to do with money. Like, I've never heard of you having to take your money out the bank. Of course they found fraudulent things in his account. You think that You think it's a coincidence it happened after he made these remarks? After he came out and said the things that he said? It ain't no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences anyway. Everybody know why they made him take his money out the bank. If they find, where's the charges at? If they found fraudulent things in his account, why we ain't seen that on the internet? Why do we just only hear about, he said the J word, and since he said the J word, now all of a sudden he got to take his money out the bank? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to I. This is really about the Kanye interview, but it's also how, like I said, it applies to my life and what it made me really think of and how it really made me feel. So again, if you ain't with me, don't tell me you with me. I'm being for real. If you're not talking about building, you talking about destroying. Ain't no middle ground with me no more. If you not building, you destroying. If you ain't loving, then you hating. It ain't no middle ground with me no more. Don't hit me up. You ain't got to compliment me on things. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to draw the line in the sand. You know what people do in this live streaming game? The vaudeville, not YouTube and the big ones. You know what people do in this live streaming game? And it's the most punk ass shit I've ever seen in my life, right? When you and them start getting along, they'll go spend money on your enemies. What kind of coward shit is that? When you and them not getting along, they'll go spend money on the people that was against you and your beliefs in order to try to hurt you. What kind of jackass, donkey, mule kicking shit is that? You tell me. Even though you've had conversations with them about these other people, and they've talked about these other, I don't believe in this. I would never. And then as soon as y'all fall out or have a disagreement, that's another thing that's, a lot of y'all is super soft. Super soft. First disagreement that y'all have, y'all don't see eye to eye on something. Y'all want to flip out and you against the movement now, and now you're talking bad about King Dopest and all the women that you was calling your sisters is B words now, and they nasty and this, that, and the. Y'all fake as hell. You'll never amount to shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. I wouldn't give a money ain't the determining factor when I say amount to shit. Your name will have nothing to go with it. You was just here. You just took up a space. You took up a body. You sucked in some of this precious air. Because other than that, you ain't did shit. You ain't stood for shit. You ain't moving shit. You ain't trying to move shit. You ain't trying to create shit. You're not. Because these same people, I ain't seen y'all speak out with no kind of authority, with no type of passion about anything other than talking about another nigga. I'm sick of it. I really am. Woke up feeling perplexed. Because Kanye, you so wrong about some of the things that come out of your mouth. But brother, you are so right about them other things. Oh my mama. You so right about them other things. I got my brother from the One Love family, man. I gotta salute Biggs. Okay? And I gotta salute my brother Gideon. The majority of the people that's been loyal to me in this One Love family have been females. Throughout all these years, I can only count a few. I really can't even think of that many, but Gideon and Biggs come to mind. Two loyal brothers that whatever they got, it's invested into the movement. I gotta say that. Oh, he in here. He on my Twitch, Gideon. Whatever they got is invested into the movement. And it makes me emotional. Because you black men is fake as hell, man. Y'all soft, yo. Y'all soft. Biggs, my black brother, man. He signed up for this and it was for life. He signed up for this shit and it was for life because he believed in the meaning behind what we was doing. What we are doing. You understand what I'm saying? He believed in the meaning behind it. That's why I wanted you to sign up. If you signed up to rock with us and grow with us and build with us, that's why I wanted you to do that. Because you believed in what we was doing. Not because of where it could get you. Because when I started doing this, I never envisioned having the type of success that I've had to this point. I could have never envisioned that. All the awards, acclaim, you know, I could never envision that. But it's when I speak out against these corporations that attempt to control you. That's why I've been so successful on so many different platforms, because I won't let them control me. So instead of my people standing with me, and when I say my people, I don't mean my One Love people. I'm talking about my people of color that are on these platforms making these companies exorbitant amount of money, of millions, and they don't stand up for the fight. Tag Live probably has the most African American top streamers on their platform. What they consider top streamers, right? I paved the way for a lot of them. How many of them went to war for me when I spoke up against Tag Live not giving us a compensation for the money that we create for them? And they banished me on that platform. Y'all niggas is weak. Step up. Step up. Step up. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I'm saying. Cause I guarantee you, if you don't like what I'm saying, I promise you, you one of them same people that I helped along the way. Or I said, man, I got you. I believe in you. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I always showed up. Can you say the same? Can you? It's simple. This ain't complicated. We ain't reinventing the wheel here. This ain't rocket science. We ain't building the next space shuttle. Did you keep your word? Can you go look in the mirror? Did you keep your word the same way I kept mine? Yeah, click off. Tune out. Because I promise you, you didn't. Then when you don't see the same type of success, of course you got to point fingers and blame, because you're not going to blame yourself. Yeah, this real talk, though. A lot of people don't want to hear that real talk, because I don't give a fuck. I'm really at that point. Don't sit in my face and act like you care about me when it's obvious that you don't. Words, anybody got words. Anybody got words. I got a life's work. Do you understand that? I got a life's work that shows what I believe in. While everybody was making music about when they was doing the glam rap, about chains and how many niggas they done popped and the bodies they got and who they ain't scared of, I was making militant music like Politics and Revolution and Pigs and stuff like that. That's what I was on. Y'all ain't never heard me get on here and talk about how much money I got. It's all been about what I could do for my people. Because I want my kids to be able to say that's what my dad stood for. Some of y'all are just too weak. If you weak, step to the side. If you too weak, step up. Don't ask to get in the game, coach. If you're too weak, stay on the sidelines. Stay a fan. Don't try to interject yourself in leadership business when you're not a leader. Continue being that yuppie, groupie follower that you are. Don't open your mouth as if you a leader of some kind or you got something of substance to say, and then a week later, you doing the contrary. Stay over there. Because you the enemy too. Because if you ain't building, you destroying. If you ain't loving, you hating. Simple. Not making this complicated. I'm not going to smile in your face no more. Because I recognize who you are at your core. You are the enemy. That's real talk. You as much the enemy as they are. The people that's trying to oppress us. You wearing the same jersey. We on different teams. I don't know how else to say it. I don't need you. I could do stronger. Look, I could do more with 2-3 people that's really about that business than I can with 1,000 of y'all that's faking the funk and just doing this for opportunities for other things. Them famous words. Them famous 2 words. Ulterior motives. But you gotta look at yours. See, some of y'all have that ability to look in the mirror and see something else than what is actually there. I don't have that ability. I got homies from the hood that been saying that since I was a teenager. I got too much of a conscience for certain things. I had too much of a conscience to sell drugs, knowing that drugs is a part of why my family dynamic was messed up. Oh, I was good at it. I was out there. I was hustling. You know me. I'm a people person. So it came natural to me until I start seeing my homeboys' parents asking the homies for dope. I said, damn, I'm a part of this. Nah, I can't. So a nigga went from making $1,000, $2,000 a day to making nothing. And having to sleep on people's couches so I could go to school. Sleeping on people's floor. I got GR. I was on general relief, welfare. So I could finish school. While my homies was out there riding around on Daytons and wheels and rims. And I had to do that sacrifice. Because I had too much of a conscience. But some of y'all don't have no conscience. You can lie in a brother's face about how much you care. If you care, you can never turn your back on that person. It's impossible. It's impossible. So yeah. Man, I had clips set up and all that for the day, man. I said, screw that, man. I'm not even finna do that. Because I'm feeling a little yayish right now. I'm feeling a little yayish right now. Like I might just say some outlandish shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. When you look up and you need motherfuckers, who's there? Who's there? Oh, man. Alright, who's there, man? When your back is up in my people's Vic, man. My boy Vic had a line in a rap. And it said, I can still remember this line. He say, who's there when your back is up against the wall and the lights is out and it's only 6 up in your 8 ball? Like, who is really there, man? Who is really there? And I love y'all that have stood through the test of time and never wavered in your support, and more importantly, your love for me and your love for what the One Love family stands for. Acceptance of all people, man, that got a good heart. That's what we about. I don't see race in the same way others see race. I see my people need help. My people need to improve. It don't take a rocket scientist. Everybody making everything so complicated. Everybody make everything so complicated. But I literally get on Facebook sometimes. I see 4, 5 dudes that I know that I've had literally on my radio show, or whatever. I've had them in some capacity on some form of media and pushed them. But not one of these brothers have ever asked me to do anything with them. It's always been what I could do for them. Not what we could do together or what they may be able to help me with. It's always been what I could do for them. Man, fuck you. And we're going to keep it simple. Man, fuck you. Y'all keep that raggedy shit over there that has no meaning, no substance to it. But this is what niggas want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's what niggas want to hear. Some messy shit. Some thought shit. Some hooligan hood shit. Nothing progressive. A whole lot to do about nothing. A whole lot to do about nothing. As soon as a nigga speak up and say some shit, everybody wanna, oh man, that nigga said that. I don't wanna be over there with that nigga. Cause y'all scary. Keep your punk ass over there with the rest of the punks. For real. Stay over there with the rest of the punks. Cause I don't give a fuck no more. I watched that video, I woke up perplexed. So if you feel some kind of way about what I'm saying, then this directly applies to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it directly applies to you. If you feel like, damn, if you even got a thought, is he talking about me? Yes, motherfucker, you. Is he talking about me? Yes, motherfucker, you. Hey! You. Ain't no more of that, man. I've sacrificed time with my family, my kids that I can't get back for people that couldn't keep their word or stand 10 toes down through thick and thin, through whatever. You know what? We used to always say in One Love family, man, we going through life, this journey called life together. The ups, the downs, the twists, the turns, but we know we always got each other. Man, I've been there through deaths, births, divorce, firings, hirings, moving, evictions. I've been there through everything. People, lights cut off. I never turned down that call. I never turned down that help. You gotta ask motherfuckers to do shit for free? If one of y'all helped me, I was in dire need, and I would feel obligated for the rest of the time to be there to support whatever I could that you was doing. What? Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me all the way fucked up. And you can kiss my narrow black ass. Because, again, if you feel some kind of way, this applies to you. And the only reason I've been going live on Facebook is because as I continue to do what I do, which is build, as I continue to build, you gonna watch. You gonna watch and see the results of what a master builder builds. You gonna see the results. In the very least, my legacy will be set as far as what I stood for, what I believe in, who I am, what I want my children to see about me. Never be out here glorifying the wrong shit, man. I'm on some progressive. Let's do it. Let's, two great minds is better than one type shit. A lot of y'all just too small-minded and too weak. Just say that. Step to the side, nigga. Step to the side, nigga. Let the real men and women step up to the front line. Step to the side. We wasting a uniform on your ass. We wasting a pair of cleats and sneakers on you. Step to the side, nigga. You ain't built for this game. I'm perplexed. I woke up perplexed. Like, man, I can't believe this nigga Kanye opened his mouth and said some shit about George Floyd and all this and that there. But then I listened to the other part. It's like, damn, you right. You right. When the shit hits the fan, it's crickets. You too weak. But you gangster. You gangster though. You can talk about doing harm to somebody, but you can't put 10 toes in the earth to stand up strong. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, son. Yeah, I text you and said, okay, I love you, man. It's my oldest son. He kept calling. I said, Lord, maybe it's important. You got to answer when they call back the second time. They call back to back like, man, is there something going on? You know what I mean? Nah, but real talk, though. It's real talk. He said, hey, yo, bro, chill. Chill on what? He said, chill, Bob. Shout out to the people watching me over on Trovo. I'm new over there. Make sure y'all follow me on there. I had never even heard of that platform until a couple weeks ago, so it's cool. I try to get the message out to wherever I can. But a lot of y'all just that signed up for something, man. I wish y'all just would just say that that you wasn't strong enough. Don't sign up for something that you can't fulfill. At the end of the day, man, I woke up perplexed. He said, chill, homie. He said, chill, homie. Just hearing my son's voice did calm me down, though. Because, like I said, you think about the bigger picture, man. You think about what's your ultimate agenda? Some of y'all just want to be popular on these little apps. Mine is different. Mine is a little bit different. I want to be able to have left something behind that stood for something. So my goals is a little bit different than from what your goals are. So if I don't achieve all the same fanfare that others may. I'm not going to be upset about that. I did what was intended for me to do. What I was created to do was build. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure I hit that subscription button and all that good stuff, man, on YouTube. All my people that's watching on YouTube, I really, really, really appreciate y'all hitting that. We're going to hit this 100K, man. That's the goal. That's the goal. 100K subscribers. One heart at a time. So if you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, Trovo, make sure y'all head over to YouTube and hit that thumbs up for me. I greatly appreciate it. I want to shout out my sponsors real quick.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now here's the kind I prefer.
WestCoastStyles.com. I love you back. I love you back. ForwardProsper.net, man. These my peoples, man. They got our back. You know what I mean? He said best show of the month. Hey, man, I got a big birthday coming up 10 days from now. Oh, you from okay, shout out to Bosnia, man. One love all the way out to Bosnia. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I really do. Monday through Friday. Make sure y'all come, man. Same time. We'll continue this conversation at another time. But I really had to get that off my chest because y'all know I love Mondays. Monday is my favorite day of the week. It's the day where you set the tone for the week. And this is my tone right now is if you ain't with us, you against us. If you ain't building, you destroying. If you ain't loving, you hating. And if you hating, please step out the way so real motherfuckers can do the job that needs to be done. Because y'all are doing nothing but being obstacles in the way of progression. I'm out, y'all. I really glad y'all took the time to listen to me this morning. Because I'm on one right now. But y'all know the slogan, man, is one love or no love. If nobody told you they love you, you have important worth, value, you mean something. You can do anything that you want to. King Dopest said he love you, man. That's from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.